Today, we are also celebrating the feast of the exaltation of the cross. Jesus has brought salvation and eternal happiness through suffering. Dear friends, today we are here to reflect upon the Gospel of John, chapter 3, verses 13 to 17. The Gospel we see, John speaks, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever believes in Him should not perish but may have eternal life." Today, we are also celebrating the feast of the exaltation of the cross. Jesus has brought salvation and eternal happiness through suffering. We often call our suffering as a cross, and we got to endless pain to come out of this suffering. But we have to understand Jesus embraced the suffering and brought salvation to the world and each of us. Today we reflect upon the exaltation of the cross. We need to understand the healing power of the cross. When we kneel before the cross and pray, we also experience the healing power of Christ. Because Jesus was crucified to heal the fallen state of human being. Cross is a sign of the destruction of sin, and it is a plant of resurrection, and it is the tree of eternal life, and it is, above all, it is a sign of glory. When we reflect upon the Gospel of John, we see he speaks about the love of God to the world. God the Father, by giving His only Son, He also embraced a cross. He also was willing to bear suffering. Dear brothers and sisters, our suffering becomes meaningful when we offer our crosses and our pains and suffering to Christ. Christ makes our suffering meaningful. When we find meaning in our suffering, we also die with Christ, and finally we also experience resurrection in our life. Amen.